Hey, it's Kelly, and today is May 11th, Thursday, and I am leaving tomorrow to go walk the Camino de Santiago in Portugal, as y'all know. And I wanted to just share a video about, last time I talked about why the Camino, and this time I'll talk about kind of how it all came to be. So I actually heard about the Way of St. James when I was in my 20s. And I was in a self-discovery mode and really learning and growing. I don't exactly remember the reference, but I've wanted to do the walk since I was probably 25 years old. And I had a couple of opportunities and then they didn't work out. And so interesting this time, last year, and this is another example of like setting goals and writing them down and then not remembering them and then they happen, is a gentleman I work with, Chris Riley. His family's in Portugal. And so last year we had talked about going to Portugal to do a team retreat. And so I had Portugal on my brain already. And I had written it in my annual plan for this year, but not really knowing how that would be. And I thought about the Camino, but I was like, well, we're not going to be able to do the Camino on a team retreat. So then in September, at the T3 Tech Summit, I met a friend of mine, Leslie, who is in Arizona, and we were doing walks in the early morning. And shout out to Leslie because she just got back from the Camino. But we started talking, and I think I mentioned Portugal, and she said that she wanted to walk the Camino. And I was like, I've never talked to another person who wanted to walk the Camino. And so, I don't know, I messaged her in February, and she went and left, and she did, I think, 30 days, maybe more, and she did the Camino Frances, which is from Pamplona, Spain to Santiago, and I think she did something like 650 kilometers or something. So she did a much longer walk, and I chatted with her today. And so it's just so interesting. I was like, can you believe that we are both doing the Camino this year? And I went back and looked at my annual plan, and sure enough, it said I wanted to do a hiking trip and I wanted to go to Portugal. So here we are. And wanted to share that with you. It's very interesting how these things work out. So I'm super excited. In fact, I think I'm going to be able to get to see Chris at the end. He's going to actually be in Portugal. So I will share a video of that moment if that happens. And then I'm also going to do another video today. I'll show you what I'm packing so that you can see how light it is and what I'm doing. And then maybe afterwards I'll talk about what I shouldn't have brought or whatever might be helpful for people. And then I guess the last thing tomorrow is I'm going to share my final reason why I'm walking the Camino, and I will also do some footage when I'm in the airport and getting ready to board a plane. So come along. Thanks for watching me. Super excited to keep sharing.